share, subscribe. With over 30 characters currently on Marvel Rivals, and most of them being DPS that people religiously insta-lock, it can be hard to figure out which character you want to dedicate dozens of hours to. When I first started this game, I was overwhelmed by how impossible some players felt for me to control. Oh, what the? No, I'm not playing as Spider-Man no more. Do I just suck at video games? I asked myself this question, wondering if Uncle was just washed at this point of his career. But I refused to believe that was the case. And if it was, then that reality would just have to punch me through the face like Omni-Man in order for me to understand and accept it. And whilst in that journey to above average competitive gaming, I found some things that made me realize I don't suck at the game. But there are some characters I was just terrible at, and I might never be good with. But with that being the case, then there had to be some heroes that would feel natural, and there were. And now, I'm gonna help you make that same discovery. By the end of this video, I promise you will find a main character to play with, or you'll get all your memories of this video back. So, let's begin.
Do you remember who you really are? Show me that you are still the only one for me. I'll be waiting for you. Please don't bend your fries, raising up your fists and smashing through some walls. Before the rift splinters again, we are rebels till the end.
Just like that, Cardi, you know.
I want you to close your eyes and imagine this scenario. 3 people walk into a party together. Whilst talking amongst yourselves, the group notices a beautiful man, woman, non-binary figure, or whatever you like in particular so I don't get called mean names in the comments. They're all unsure about how to exactly approach their love at first sight, so they begin to brainstorm. Person A just considers going up to the crush and asking if they want to dance. No point in being scared of the outcome. Person B decides to scope out the scene for other interests, hoping that the crush sees them and values the fact that they're desirable. Person C just hangs back and lets what will be. They just want to have a good time with their friends. Now open your eyes and look at the options I have on the screen. Yes, this scenario was actually a psychological test to help you determine what role in the game might fit you best. If you resonated with person A, then you might want to try being a tank, slang for Vanguard. Tanks are the leader of the pack. They are to be feared while simultaneously being fearless due to their bold nature and leadership qualities.
Stand ready for my arrival, worm.
In theory, they'll shield the rest of the team from the pressure that the opposition provides, guarding the team from the shame that might be waiting for them on the other side. If you resonated with person B, then DPS, slang for duelist, might be the role for you. DPS players are to be a little more strategic, not necessarily taking the direct approach, but not avoiding confrontation either. DPS players should be adaptable on a game-to-game basis. Some games you'll need to be super aggressive and destroy any player that dares to stand in your way. Some games you'll need to flank the enemy lines to disrupt their impact players. And some games you'll need to protect the backline. But regardless of the specifics, one thing is certain. A DPS is to destroy as many targets as possible. And lastly, if you resonated with person C, then the most important role in the team has been bestowed upon you, my young warrior and newest subscriber. You have been chosen to play the role of healer, slang for strategist. The healer's job is to heal, of course, but it's really deeper than that. I truly believe that this role is the glue that holds the entire team together, taking out enemy projectiles, keeping your team alive, constantly communicating, surviving opposing players' dive attempts, and even making impact plays by knowing when to aggressively go for your eliminations. Strategists have the most on their plate, especially because if they lose, all you're gonna hear is
heals? No heals? Where the heals?
So now that you have a psychological understanding of what role you should play, now let's figure out what character you should play. One of the things I like about Marvel Rivals the most is the
Booty cheeks! Booty cheeks! Booty cheeks!
Yes actually, but no. One of the things I like about Marvel Rivals the most is the variety of playstyles this game offers. I swear, sometimes when I pick up different characters, it feels like I'm playing a completely different game. I bring this up to make the point that there is no reason you should play on a character that doesn't feel like a good fit, unless you see the potential and have a desire to practice them and master their skill set. I am talking to you, wannabe Spider-Mans. You should focus on a character that feels good to pick up and play off rip. For example, Captain America and Penny Parker were 2 Vanguards that I picked up and made an impact immediately. Scarlet Witch and Storm were 2 duelists that captured my heart from the moment I decided to test them out. And no Jeff the Land Shark slander will ever be tolerated near me. My point is, there are characters that you will try and they will immediately feel like they were made with you in mind, and vice versa. Doctor Strange, Winter Soldier, and Mantis are all meta characters but I am just not effective with them. It's probably because my internet connection though.
No, nigga, it's 100% because your aim is fucking garbage.
Well, regardless of the reasoning, the point is there's a character in each class for you. All you have to do is take the time and find them. Don't get it twisted though, new subscriber. Just because the fit is natural doesn't mean domination is inevitable. LeBron James may have been born to be 6'9", but he had to train to become the king of basketball.
What are we talking about? Practice? We're talking about practice, man. We're talking about...
We are indeed talking about practice. I'm about to ask you guys this question and I want you to answer it in the comment section below. When was the last time you loaded up Marvel Rivals and just practiced? And when I say just practice, I don't mean running quick match and selling your entire team. I mean you load the game, go into the practice range, work on your aim or combos for X amount of time, and then turn your game off. 99% of you watching this video probably think what I just said is the dumbest thing you've ever heard in your life. But think about it. In real life, professionals practice their craft all the time without being in live action situations. You have to be willing to approach anything you want to improve in the same manner. Don't get me wrong, running online games all day will definitely help you improve significantly, but there is something special about dedicating yourself to improving. No stats, no eyes, and a third thing, just you, practicing to eventually make perfection. If you still don't understand the ins and outs of a character, consider spending some of your gaming hours researching strategies and practicing combos. You do that, and let me know if you notice a difference next time you load up a ranked match. We're in the most competitive era of gaming in history. Everyone and their mother literally wants to be a professional gamer. To the average person, being bad at video games is just not acceptable. You want to be just as great as all the esport players you see on a daily basis. So next time you get frustrated that things aren't going your way, embrace it and use that frustration as fuel and motivation to improve your skill level, because you refuse to let anyone outdo you when you take the time out of your day to play this game. Yesterday's struggles will be today's triumphs. This is your pathway to victory. I mean, I could write a whole script, I could list out strategies, I could do all types of stuff, bro. The moral of the story is, y'all just need to play the game.